I don't really know anything really about capital B Buddhism. I mean, I've read some books, I've done some meditating on my own, I've seen a bunch of stuff online, YouTube. I mean, they've got really, astonishing resources now that we've crossed the 2012 time island. If you want to learn about virtually any kind of human endeavor, and you can go and you can listen to lamas, okay? And these are ostensibly very sophisticated practitioners in, of course, an astonishingly evolved, complex. Right now I don't feel like I have the language to describe the Tibetan thing, the Tibetan Buddhist thing specifically. Meaning you're starting with the original historical Sakyamuni Buddha, if that's right. I don't know. He's an aristocrat, apparently. I'm talking about the historical guy in present-day Nepal, foothills of the Himalayas. He wanted to get to the source. Difficult to facedness, sweet to face. Thoughts without a thinker. All these kinds of things. You can find teachers, you can find people who are quote unquote realized. That means that they no longer realize that they're a they. They're no longer a person. They aren't a they at all, but rather just a coalescence of naked cognizance. The method of some instructors, these are people that are ostensibly influenced by the various traditions, Buddhist traditions, and people who are not affiliated with any kind of Buddhist traditions, because, it's a little bit like the Jedi, in Star Wars. The Jedi didn't invent the Force, okay? The Force was already there. The Jedi kind of codified it, but then they became their own thing. And as we know, it was a Jedi Lord who was responsible for, right, the Empire. Emptiness. Empty of what? Empty of self, empty of a being. All this that's going on right now, there's nobody doing this. Me talking, me thinking, all of the thought forms seem to be so inscribed, contributing to me having this pretty strong sensation that I'm a human being, that I'm a person with a will. That's all garbage. There ain't no will. There ain't no person, apparently. Obviously, a lot of people are going to resist this. Similarly, you have a situation in which you've got reality, right? You've got whatever it means to be a human being, and then that reality is somehow inflected through these various different wisdom traditions. But there is some sort of fundamental reality that we all share. I'll tell you what that fundamental reality is. We're on a ball. Spinning around a spherical fire. What is that? That is a reality that fundamentally transcends all of the various different traditions, if you ask me, but nobody is. Nevertheless, that basic premise, approach of a lot of these different instructors is to just tell people that they don't exist. You don't exist. You don't exist. You're not a you. And that's going to liberate you. That's going to help you achieve realization. Now, the other thing you can do is you can meditate like some of these guys do. You can meditate 8 hours a day. You can Just focus on your breath, just on the sensation of the breath coming in and out of the nostrils or going in and out of the abdomen. You do that for long enough, you do anything for long enough, well, you achieve what's called samadhi, mental state in which no thoughts are arising. But yet, you're not dead, but you ain't a person. You ain't a me, you ain't a mind, you ain't a my. In my own meditative experience, the thoughts became very quiet. At first they were verbal, they were textural, obviously like they are now. But then they started to really, really fade away. And it was like raindrops directly on my brain, as strange as that sounds, sensation of raindrops. And then they were gone. And there was nothing left. There was no thoughts arising. There was just emptiness. Not of cognizance, not of basic knowingness. There's still awareness, that you're still alive, you're still on this planet, but there's no you doing it. There are no more thoughts about that you. And this is supposed to make you feel better. Coming to this conclusion.